lot of talk about liberation these days. Well, here's a new kind, strictly for members of the armed forces. These men of the AAF on an airfield outside of Bucharest are waiting to be liberated after months in a Romanian prison camp. Waiting to be flown back to Italy, then to America. It was quite a day for the airmen who had been shot down over the rich Nazi-controlled Ploiest oil fields, when less than a week after Romania crumpled under the weight of the Russian army, our flying forts swooped down out of the sky. The fighting men from Charleston and Minneapolis owed a debt of thanks to the fighting men from Odessa and Kiev. August 31st, 1944. The end for them of the privation and the barbed wire and the loneliness of prison camp. And this was a mission none of the crews needed briefing on. The final target was home. The estimated time of arrival, as soon as possible. Within 36 hours, 38 B-17s had streaked across the skies and evacuated every American airman from Romania back to the base of the 15th Air Force in Bari, Italy. Out of the planes poured the GIs with grins a mile wide, shaking hands and saying hello to teammates they hadn't seen in many months. Most of the rescued airmen were in pretty good shape, but some who returned couldn't run around the field, slapping their buddies on the back and swapping stories of their adventures. To some of the men, the flight back meant more than just their freedom. It meant urgently needed hospital care, the best in the world, to rehabilitate them after their months of internment. But sick or well, all the men felt pretty good that day they landed in Italy, back with their buddies, back where every guy spoke a language they understood. Not just English, but GI American. It was good to get back where you could get a Lucky or a Chesterfield or a stick of doublemint when you wanted it. It was good to get back to a camp where the CO was no hiling fascist, but a nice gent who climbed into a Jeep and said,
"Gentlemen, I'm damn glad to see you back. I know you're more glad than that. Take this opportunity of telling you all how much we appreciate the great job you've done over there. The air battle of Ploiest, the greatest air battle of the war, is over. And due to your efforts, the Hun has been deprived of fuel for his aircraft, thereby making his attempts against our air effort very meager. Good luck to you."
The 26th General Hospital will make a quick examination. Any of you that need hospitalization will get it. The rest of you are going to get a change of clothing, plus bath and delousing.
Yeah, they were back again. What lay ahead now had been the dream of every man who had checked off the dreary days on his calendar in the prison barracks. Home was ahead. And here, as they entered the gates of the General Hospital, was the first touch of it. Red Cross bags with towels and soap and candy, cigarettes, and even Ellery Queen. Off came the vermin-ridden clothes which had been their only uniform during their internment. Then clean, hot showers. The first in months for most of the airmen. Morale, up 1,000%. Finally, a complete new issue of clothing from head to foot, and the men were ready to rejoin their outfits and then go back to America for a rest before fighting again. Yes, a brand new kind of liberation. And you'll be seeing more of it as the months roll by. Americans and Russians and British will open the gates of prison camps from Berlin to Tokyo. And the fighting men of the United Nations will come out with a grin and say, "Thanks, pal. I would have done the same for you."